Sofia had always been the invisible shadow in the grand mansion. A maid moving silently through endless marble halls, polishing the silver, scrubbing the floors, and keeping her tears hidden from the world. But one night, everything changed. When the billionaire's son stumbled into the kitchen and found her crying. Subscribe now so you don't miss part 2. Her name was Sofia. At 23, life had already demanded too much from her. Her days were spent bent over the chores of the wealthy. Her nights consumed with worry for her sick mother waiting at home. Every coin she earned was carefully tucked away for medicine, leaving nothing for herself. Still, she endured, day after day, because survival left her no choice. Upstairs, in the very same mansion, another life was being lived. Ethan, the only son of the wealthy family, moved through his world surrounded by luxury, but not freedom. His days were planned, his future arranged, even his fiancée chosen without his voice. To the outside world, he had everything, yet inside, he felt like a prisoner. One sleepless night, restless after another suffocating dinner of expectations, Ethan slipped quietly into the kitchen, hoping only for a glass of water. But as he opened the door, he stopped in his tracks. There, in the dim light, was Sofia, her shoulders trembling, her face hidden in her hands. She tried to wipe away the evidence of her pain, but it was too late. He had seen her. Something stirred in Ethan that night. Instead of walking away, he asked softly what was wrong. At first, Sofia shook her head. She wasn't supposed to be seen, wasn't supposed to be heard. But something in his voice, kind, gentle, unlike the others, broke her silence. For the first time, she let her truth spill out. Her mother's illness, the debts, the hopelessness she carried alone. And Ethan listened, not as the billionaire's son, but as a man longing to understand something real. From that night forward, small moments began to pull them together. A brief smile in the hallway, a quiet conversation in the corner of the kitchen, laughter they never expected to share. And in those fragile moments, two very different worlds began to feel less distant. But reality was never far away. At a glittering dinner, Ethan's parents raised their glasses and proudly spoke of his future, the company he would inherit, and the perfect bride already chosen for him. Sofia stood in the shadows, her heart breaking with every word. She realized then, with cruel clarity, that she could never belong in his world. She was just the maid, and he was already promised to another. Back in her small room, Sofia folded her few belongings into a worn suitcase. Each shirt, each tear-stained dress was a reminder of what she could never have. She told herself it was better this way, better to leave before her heart shattered completely. And so, in the stillness of night, she walked quietly through the back hall, her suitcase clutched tight, her steps heavy with goodbye. But just as she reached the door, a voice stopped her. Ethan's voice. Her heart froze. She turned and saw him standing there, eyes filled with desperation she had never seen before. That night changed everything. If you were Sofia, would you walk away quietly, or stay and risk it all for love? Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss part 2 tomorrow, because every love story deserves to be heard.